Why are chemists great at solving problems? Because they have all the solutions. Today, I'm going to recap a 2011 action thriller film called The Raid. A quick warning, there will be major spoiler ahead. Rookie Brimob Officer Rama trains before joining a 20-man squad led by Sergeant Jaka and Lieutenant Yu for a raid on an apartment block with the intent of arresting crime lord Tama Riadi. Together with his lieutenants Andy and Mad Dog, Tama runs the block and allows criminals and addicts to rent rooms under his protection. Arriving undetected, the team sweeps the first floors and subdues various tenants. They also meet a law-abiding tenant named Ghaffar delivering medicine to his sick wife. Continuing to the 6th floor, the team is spotted by 2 young lookouts, one of whom raises the alarm. Tama calls in reinforcements, and the team suffers casualties. Tama then cuts the lights and announces over the PA system that the officers are on the 6th floor stairwell and that he will grant permanent residence to those who kill them. Yu confesses to Jaka that he staged the mission so he can eliminate Tama, who is in league with corrupt police officials, including himself. The mission is not officially sanctioned by police command, and there will be no reinforcements. The remaining team members are ambushed by shooters from above and are almost completely wiped out. The remaining officers, Rama, Bowo, Jaka, Yu, Dagu, and 3 others, retreat to an empty apartment and are cornered by more armed thugs. Rama uses an axe to create a hole in the floor so the team can descend to the lower level. Dropping to the room below, the team struggles to fend off Tama's thugs. The 3 other officers are killed and Bowo is gravely wounded. Rama uses a propane tank to construct an improvised explosive device that eliminates the invading henchmen. With more of Tama's reinforcements approaching, the team splits into 2 groups. Jaka, Dagu, and Yu retreat to the 5th floor, while Rama and Bowo ascend. After fighting a group of assassins, Rama and Bowo locate Ghaffar's apartment, and Ghaffar reluctantly hides the officers inside. Gangs wielding machetes search the apartment but fail to find them. After tending to Bowo's wounds, Rama leaves to search for Jaka's group. Rama encounters the machete gang and defeats them in a long fight. Tackling their leader through a window and plummeting onto a fire escape below. On the 6th floor, he finds Andy, who has murdered 2 of Tama's men. Andy is revealed to be his estranged brother, whom Rama signed up for the mission to search for at the urging of their father. Rama refuses to leave the building without his comrades, and Andy refuses to abandon his criminal life. Rama parts ways with his brother to search for his surviving colleagues. Mad Dog discovers Jaka and his group on the 4th floor. Yu runs off and Jaka instructs Dagu to protect him. Mad Dog challenges Jaka to hand-to-hand combat. He ultimately gains the upper hand and kills Jaka by breaking his neck. Mad Dog then meets up with Andy to report back to Tama. Tama, having learned of Andy's treachery through his surveillance cameras, attacks and incapacitates Andy. Rama regroups with Dagu and Yu, and they head for Tama on the 15th floor, fighting through a narcotics lab along the way. Rama separates from Dagu and Wayu when he discovers Mad Dog torturing Andy. Mad Dog lets Rama free Andy and fights them both. After a long and brutal fight, Mad Dog is ultimately killed by Rama and Andy. Meanwhile, Wayu and Dagu confront Tama. Wayu kills Dagu before taking Tama hostage. Tama taunts Wayu by revealing that he knew they were going to raid the building, that Wayu was set up by his corrupt superior Rizal, and that he will be killed regardless. A panicked and desperate Wayu kills Tama and then attempts suicide, only to find he is out of ammunition. Andy uses his influence to allow Rama to leave with the injured Bowo and a detained Wayu. Andy also hands over blackmail recordings Tama made of the corrupt officials he dealt with, telling him to contact Officer Bunawar. Rama asks Andy to come home, but Andy refuses and asserts that he can protect Rama in his role as a gang boss, but that Rama cannot do the same for him. As Andy turns around and walks back to the apartment block, Rama, Bowo, and Wayu leave. If you enjoyed this video, don't be shy, hit the like button, and if you disliked it, hit the dislike button twice, just to be sure. You should watch the full movie. Thank you very much for watching.